This is training for Ivy Bound students. I am Mark Greenstein with this very important two-word phrase for success on the verbal. Be literal. Because the SAT is scrupulously literal. Their words have meaning. They are precise meanings. It is very rare that they will use an amorphous word or phrase. They make very few distant inferences. The inferences that they expect students to make are very close, very tight to what's being read. So a good student should not be venturing far from the text. A good student puts her or his finger on that text that supports an answer. There's the phrase. It means what C is saying. There's a phrase that contradicts what D is saying. That is good SAT execution. Let's apply it. This is a question from our digital SAT study guide. Most of you have it now. It's page 406. You're in module 2 of practice test 2, question 8. And I'll pause for 90 seconds. You can pause me for 90 seconds and then we'll regroup. I am back. Unpause. And here's our analysis. First off the question, a straightforward, what is true about mother? Okay, no extras to that. So when looking at A, I'm going to go with the right answer. And the reason we've highlighted two phrases and the answer is to show how these phrases directly support C, the right answer. Does mother create stories? Yes. We see that in the fourth to last line. We see that she creates poems. That's 2 lines later for her children. And how do I know it's her children? After the phrase write stories, it says for them. And as always, we want to know what pronouns refer to or who pronouns refer to. In this case, it's a very clear that them is a pronoun referring to her children mentioned up top. So C has everything. Okay, it's straightforward. It is easy. Don't go elsewhere. But for surety, let's make sure why you can't go elsewhere and expect a right answer. Why A, B, and D are clearly wrong. So A, wishing that more ladies would visit her. Now, please recognize, ladies have a subset called dull ladies. In here, we don't quite know what she means by dull, and it doesn't matter. Okay? They are in the general category of ladies, so I have no objection to that. But you should object to the wish that they would visit her. No, and that's contradicted. She does not sit around waiting or wishing for these visits. She's got better things to do with her kids. What's wrong with B? B, that birthdays are her favorite special occasion. Now, I'm okay with the word special because they do talk about great occasions. That's close enough, even though they didn't say special, we're in play. But favorite, that is an extreme word. It's an absolute. It means it's her number one special occasion. And they are occasions that she does things for, but how do we know that this is the special number one occasion? It's possible that her wedding anniversary celebration, seeing a rainbow, any of these might be truly more favored than celebrating birthdays with kids. And that's also the problem with D. D has the favorite, meaning number one, activity. So birthdays are enjoyable, but please recognize in that very phrase, last line, the word and connects birthdays to other great occasions. And there's no hierarchy that birthdays are better than some other great occasions. It's connected by and, implying equal. So don't let an answer choice elevate one of the equals to be better. Nor should reading to her children be considered number one, not when it's contained, this is up in the middle, with two other equally regarded things. That would be playing with the children, along with helping them do their home lessons and reading to the children. So when you have three that are not in a hierarchy, don't let an answer choice make a hierarchy. Let me conclude. One reason why inferences must be tight is that the SAT is a precise test that wants to reward right and not give any possibility that other answers could be just as right. Well, a tight inference, very close to the text, has one and only one good answer for it. But if from word W, a clear inference is made to X, okay, word implies X, and that probably means Y, and from there we could surmise Z. Now you've gone 3 steps away from word W. Maybe they're reasonable steps, but another student could go 3 steps in a different direction. You went towards Z. This kid reasonably from W goes back to V, U, and T. And so, because the SAT cannot reward 2 answer choices with 2 reasonable routes, they're asking you to make one and only one inference very close by so that it is the only answer choice available.